Hello everybody out there, Chris here, and welcome to my first comic review for the celebration that is called Zenescope Appreciation Week. It is bonus week, and that's why Mike and I saved all of our review content for this week. There's a major announcement coming soon, but until then, this is my first review for Zenescope Appreciation Week, and what better way to start this off than with the book that started me in my love for Zenescope Entertainment, and that is Godstorm. I'm doing a dual review. This is issue number 1 and 2. I do also have issue number 0. It's on the wall. It is mounted. It is signed, autographed, bagged, boarded, and never will be opened again. So a little background before we get into issue 1. Issue number 0 is all about Zeus. Zeus talking about his children and how horrible of a father he was, and how he took all of his children and sent them to Earth, erased their memories, and basically has them living a normal life, and how Angela, his daughter, remembered who she was and now uses her powers or her God-given gifts to fight against evil. And then he talks about his biggest disappointment children-wise, and that's his son Zagreus. And we all know what that means. That's going to be the first character we're introduced to. So enters Godstorm issue number 1, where we are introduced to a young man named Julian and his boss, or his best friend who happens to be his boss, Tony. They move in on a new area. Apparently they're like gang, kind of like a gang lord, so to speak. And Tony is the boss who does nothing, and Julian is the muscle. He screws up. Tony slaps him around a bit. Basically, Julian is kind of verbally abused by Tony. Tony tells him what to do, and Julian never thinks twice that he could just basically slap the crap out of Tony and knock him basically through the ground. So Julian is basically his muscle. He kind of is bullied by Tony verbally, and he takes his abuse, and he goes out for a walk. You get to see Zeus for the first time in the series, other than in issue 0. And then Julian actually figures, or somehow taps into his powers. I'm not going to give that away, read the book. But he somehow taps into his powers, and he kind of freaks out and runs away. And somewhere else, in the shadows, we don't know this character yet in this book, but later on it will be revealed that he is the being. But he actually sends Venus to fetch Julian. And that's the end of issue number 1. 5 out of 5 stars. Awesome first issue. Continuing along to issue number 2, Julian runs to the only person he knows will listen to him, or he thinks will listen to him, and that's Tony. And Tony basically slaps the crap out of him and says, "Stop going soft on me, wake up." He slaps him more than once. He does it twice. He's like, "Get your shit together," basically. Again, Zeus makes an appearance, briefly, right now. He's basically in the background while Julian's kind of like trying to figure out what's going, what's happening. And Zeus is just watching over him, basically. He's just watching him right now. That's all you're getting is him watching, and he says, be safe, Julian. And then Venus, disguised as one of the women that are in this club where Tony's at, she pisses Tony off, actually, by, I don't remember, she smart-mouthed him, basically, and she almost broke his arm. And then Tony basically demands or tells Julian to kill her. Julian's like, "I don't think that's a good idea." And then he's about to slap the crap out of him again. He's like, "You know what? Let me do this outside." Tony continues with the verbal abuse. He takes Venus outside. She actually manipulates him and actually wakes him up in a sense to see that, basically Tony is abusing him, and he could just basically beat the crap out of Tony. He shows back up, and powered up, by the way, and says he's done with Tony's bullshit. And he basically takes everybody out, including Tony. So he wipes Tony out and everything. Basically, Tony, after seeing these powers, is like, "With your powers and my brains, we can go far. How about we stay a team?" And he's like, "Nope, I don't think so." And bye-bye, Tony. So Tony is now gone. And Julian basically is now with Venus. To be continued. This was also a 5 out of 5 stars. In a way, after reading issue 1 and 2, at the beginning of issue 2, I was hoping, now that Julian had his powers or had a way of tapping into his powers, I was hoping for him to fry Tony in a way, because Tony was a jerk. And in the first issue, you kind of get the sense that you want Julian to either crush his brains in or just eliminate him completely from the picture. And I feel this was a perfect midway for the story. So now everything that Julian knew from when he was a child to now is over, and now his new life is about to begin. And where will this new life go? We find out in the next 2 issues, which I will be reviewing in another video. Actually, I'll be reviewing them tomorrow. I'll be doing issue 3 and 4, so stick around, and we'll finish off the Godstorm Volume 1. But Godstorm, my friends, has been my favorite. It is the series that got me into Zenescope, got me into reading stuff like Grimm Fairy Tales, and all the other stuff that's from Zenescope, and I fell in love with everything from Zenescope, and it all started right here with these books and this series. And currently, Godstorm Volume 2 is out, Hercules Pain. Issue number 2 actually comes out this Wednesday. I will be doing a review of Hercules Pain issue number 2, probably by the end of the week, so look forward to that. Look forward to other books myself and Micah will be doing. Mike did the books that came out last week, the rest of them. And Mike actually has some old books that he's going to start reviewing starting tomorrow. And I have a few other books that I will be reviewing as well. So until then, guys, don't forget to check out Comic Related, Comic Frontline, and Zone4Podcast.com. Together we are your #1 source for comic-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. Don't forget to also check out Zenescope Entertainment. That's Zenescope.com. You check it out there. They got a shop. They got the news. They got a YouTube channel. They got a Twitter. They got everything. Right now, there is a huge sale going on for the rest of May. All comic books from 3 months back and further back are only, and older I should say, are only $1. Mike and I got about 33 books for about $40 because some of them were newer than 3 months old. But guys, the sale is worth it. $1 for a one-shot is basically a steal. I would highly recommend you guys take advantage of this sale while you guys have the chance before the sale is over, and then you have to go back to paying cover price. So until next time, everybody, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see you guys in the next review.